Have you ever felt like stress hits harder than it used to? Like the little things that didn't bother you before suddenly all of a sudden now feel super overwhelming and it lingers. You're not imagining it and you're definitely not alone. Today we're breaking down how chronic stress feels worse over time, how it changes your brain and body, especially during midlife, and most importantly, what you can do to build resilience starting now. I'm Ariel with the Be More Than Fit Life, and if you're navigating chronic stress, perimenopause, menopause, burnout, or just modern day life, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Your brain is built to handle short-term stress. Whether it's navigating traffic, a toddler meltdown, or getting ready for a big meeting, our brains are meant to handle that. But when stress becomes chronic, thanks to work pressures, being a caregiver, even just feeling isolated all the time, your brain starts to change. Here's what's happening. The hippocampus, which helps with memory and emotional regulation, it shrinks. The amygdala, our fear center, grows, making you more anxious and more reactive. The prefrontal cortex, the rational part of our brain, it unfortunately gets quieter, making it harder to think clearly and react calmly. Basically, chronic stress makes you more sensitive to future stress. It's a vicious cycle. And here's the kicker. Women in perimenopause and in menopause have it a little bit tougher and a little trickier because estrogen and progesterone, our main reproductive hormones, play a huge role in managing mood and our stress. Due to this drop in estrogen and progesterone, cortisol, our main stress hormone, spikes more easily and stays elevated longer. Serotonin and dopamine, which are our feel-good chemicals, also drop. This is exactly why you may feel on edge, exhausted but unable to sleep, or even foggy, unmotivated, and emotionally overwhelmed. So no, it's not all in your head. It's a physiological thing that's happening to you, and it's okay because we have something that we can rely on to help combat all of that. And you should expect to hear this from me. It is exercise. I want you to think of exercise not as something where you have to go to the gym and spend 2 hours there and absolutely do the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. It's not something that you have to make more intense or, commit more time to it. Think of exercise sessions like practice for chronic stress. You might have heard that cortisol levels increase during exercise. While that's true, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing because we are mentally and physically training our brains and bodies to withstand stress and actually get better at combating stress. What's fantastic about this is actually an opportunity for you to pick your poison or choose your hard, and it's a controlled environment where you get to pick the kind of stress that you work against. So whether that's indoor cycling or going for a jog or a swim or literally any kind of exercise activity that you find challenging and fun, that is a controlled environment in which you're teaching your body and your mind how to work against stress and become more efficient at navigating stress when it comes. If you've ever done a plank, you completely understand what this feels like and the thoughts that go on in your head while you're like, oh, I can't do this, and then you're also like, yes we can, just hang in there. That is a practice session for stress. And the more you commit to showing up for workouts and things that are fun and challenging, the better able you will be to handle stress when it comes your way. The other cool thing about exercise is exercise actually protects your telomeres. Telomeres are like the little plastic end caps on the ends of your shoelaces, but on our DNA. Every time our cells duplicate or divide, those telomere lengths get a little bit shorter. That happens naturally for everyone. But guess what accelerates telomere shortening? Chronic stress. So, because estrogen and progesterone levels are depleting, because serotonin and dopamine are also depleting. That means that we have to rely on exercise to help protect our telomere length. When telomere lengths get too short, cells start to break down and stop functioning properly. Studies show that people who have long-term stress, like caregivers or those with unresolved trauma, have significantly shorter telomere lengths than their less stressed peers. In addition to chronic stress, the following can also speed up telomere shortening: smoking, excess alcohol, poor sleep, a sedentary lifestyle, a diet poor in nutrients, and unresolved trauma or chronic anxiety. So yeah, stress matters quite a bit, but so do your behaviors and your everyday choices. A regular movement routine done consistently, not obsessively, can reduce your cortisol levels, make you more resilient to stress, and it actually activates the enzyme that protects your telomeres. The best types of movement you can choose is moderate cardio most days of the week, yoga or gentle movement a couple of times a week, and regular strength training 2 to 3 sessions a week. It doesn't have to be crazy. It could literally be 10 to 20 minutes a day. It can make a massive, massive difference in your cell aging, your stress handling, and your quality of life. If you're feeling stuck in a stress loop, especially while navigating hormonal changes, I want you to know this: you don't have to wait for life to calm down in order to take action. Calm isn't actually found, it's built, and it's built through consistency. One simple step you can take this week is to exercise for just 20 minutes, 3 days this week, in whatever you like to do. You can dance, you can go for a walk, you can lift heavy things repeatedly. Just find something that you enjoy doing. Building momentum is way more powerful than motivation. As a matter of fact, most people that I have conversations with when it comes to health coaching and personal training is they always say, I wish I had more motivation. And I would love to help you reframe that. It's not motivation that you lack. We don't all have motivation or don't have motivation. Really, it's about a lack of understanding why exercise and eating right is so important, why stress management is so important. We need to understand the science, and we need to know what our bodies need as they change in order to meet those needs. Once we become educated, we become empowered to take action, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy or overwhelming. It can literally be something very simple, done consistently, with some accountability to meet our needs and to be able to feel better on a daily basis. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and supported, especially when life throws you curveballs. If you're deep in burnout, midlife reinvention, or hormonal chaos, I see you. You're not broken. You're just ready for something that's more aligned with the body that you have right now and the body that you want to achieve. The Be More Than Fit Life can absolutely help you accomplish that. Click the link below to learn more about my wellness coaching and DIY programs made for people just like you for real results, real life, without overwhelm. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, click the like button, share this with a friend, and subscribe for more science-backed, soul-supporting wellness content. You've got this, and I've got you.